Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Why did that say escape there? So here's what I'm gonna do. First I'm gonna go to the escape, and then I'm gonna go to the mind control facility.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
For me.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
But what I mean by violent
At
death.
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. I'm crazy enough to do that. Oh. Here we go.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
I remember
he
this part.
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
But it's been moved somewhere
Stanley
else.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Office layout. Huh. Button sounds. It's kind of set up like a museum. This looks a lot like a museum. Huh. Ooh, that looks interesting.
Sure, would get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be. Stanley pushed the number 6.
Oh, narration outtakes. Huh. Alright.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and give me your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Ugh. No, I think I have to restart the game now. I remember that scene from the mod, except it's been moved to a different spot. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? What is this? Did I do something but I think I was supposed to go out in that hall. Dang it. Well, restart then.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm pretty sure I was supposed to go in that hallway and I bugged it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
We're
up
not
to his
getting
boss's
fired.
office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
That's different. You didn't do that before. Alright, here we go. Look at this place.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes, he did.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Whoa.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I know what this place is. It looks very much better now.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.